everybody is not entitled to me. They're just not. You need to hurry up. Time is ticking. Time is not ticking. You know, that guy at church said to me, you're not getting any younger. You know, and I had to be like... Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Esiri, once again on your screen. This channel is about you guys watching me navigate my 20s, and I'll basically share with you everything I learn along the way. So if you like videos like that, make sure you subscribe. Today's video is gonna be very kind of all over the place because I wanted to like set up my lights and everything. I'm going for my friend's engagement party, but to be honest, I'm running late and we're already having an outfit malfunction because first of all, I was planning on wearing this. I still need to cut this off. I was planning on wearing this, but I didn't think it would be this fitted, first of all, and I didn't even think it would be this short. Like, I put some shorts underneath, but I still feel like it's a bit much. And I don't know how if I like the fact that it's really like cupping this area. Probably will have to change the bra there, which is so annoying because this is literally what I plan to wear. But this is what happens, I guess, when you don't try on clothes, like when you buy it. Like, I literally went to go buy this on my lunch break 2 days ago. I have a few things I want to speak about right while I'm getting ready. We'll see how I feel about this outfit a bit later. I made some notes last night. My friend's she got engaged like a week ago or something. Thought I would speak about marriage because I feel like I've mentioned it here and there, I feel like in videos before, but I haven't properly spoken about it. I'm 26 and I'm at that age where people feel like they can keep asking me like, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna get married? And it used to kind of annoy me. It kind of still does. Some people have stopped. Sometimes when you see like a friend or whatever who's getting married, you know, you look at your age. Not that I'm even old like that. That's the thing. Like, people try and like play me or whatever, want to act like my age is so old. I'm 26, calm down. People want to make you feel like something's wrong with you if you're not married, or if you're, you know, you're not engaged or you don't have someone. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being single. It's so crazy how we came into the world by ourselves as human beings and people make you feel less than for being by yourself. Because when you die, you know, people like to say all this stuff about dying alone and stuff, but you're not gonna die with your husband. You're not even gonna die with your kids if you have kids. Society likes to rush women, especially women. You know, people say all this stuff about biological clocks and all these weirdo male podcasters on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos. They've been popping up all over my thing. All these like men, oh, and they have a podcast on YouTube. What the heck was that? They think they can be telling women stuff, chatting rubbish, talking about biological clock. I'm not gonna lie, the whole biological clock thing is just absolute like stupidity. I'm not gonna lie to you, it just is. You know, I'm not fighting with science or arguing with science, but the problem I have with people saying things like you know, your biological clock and stuff, time is ticking, comments like that, what it does is that it makes women feel like they now have to rush. And let me tell you something, no decision, you will never make any decision, any right decision out of desperation. You just won't. Right, there was a guy at church, every time I see him, he keeps asking me like about marriage, like he keeps pestering me, like every time I see him, right, you know, he keeps talking about I want an invitation. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I later found out he means invitation to like my wedding. Last week he was like, are you not speaking to anyone? maybe you set the guys too high. Maybe you set the bar too high for guys. That's why you're not talking to anyone, because you can't tell me, you know, no one's trying to talk to you or all this stuff. Then he's like, do you want me to introduce you to someone? And I was just like, no. Like, I even had a friend too that was like, oh, you know, I have a friend that's looking for trying to settle down, he's looking for a wife, you know, Esiri, you know, can I introduce you guys? And for me, I'm just like, everybody needs to back off. Like, I don't know about you guys, I think stuff like that is weird. Like, I don't want people setting me up and doing all this weird stuff. Like, no, I'm not desperate like that. It's not that deep to be doing all that, you know what I mean? And it's crazy how people make you feel inadequate, because comments like this, eventually over time, it starts to make you feel inadequate. Like, there was times where I would think to myself, wait, is there something wrong with me? Like, I think at the time I was probably 25. I was like, wait, I'm not engaged, I don't have a man. Every time I get into a situation with a guy, it's just a flop. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, wait, is there something wrong with me? And I used to think like, maybe it's because I'm too like strong and guys don't like strong women, or you know, guys like women who are a bit more like hush hush. They don't really like, you know what I mean? Like, you know my personality, if you guys watch me, you know my personality, very like opinionated, you know, very assertive. I'm not afraid to say something if it's like something I believe in and all this other stuff. And I used to feel like it started to make me insecure and make me feel like, wait, is there something wrong with me? And that's when I knew I had to check myself, because first of all, there is nothing wrong with me, you know. And anybody that makes me feel like there's something wrong with me, that's a personal problem. You know, if you don't like women who are the way I am, that's your personal problem, because you can't deal with a woman. Like, that's on you. That's not a reflection of me. I used to think like, oh, like maybe I should be more like this because guys like this. And it's like, what? Don't get me wrong, like nobody's like perfect. We all need to work on ourselves, but I should not be trying to change the essence of who I am for a man, to get a man, because it's never that deep. These girls are so desperate to be in relationships, desperate to be married. I've had friends say things like, you know, even if he's gonna break my heart, it's okay, I just want to experience it. And it's crazy to me, because it's like, one thing I've realized, right, because I've been doing a lot of like self-work recently, you have to be prepared to die alone. You have to be prepared to be on your own, stand on your own. And this goes with every situation too, outside of like marriage, relationships, everything, friendships, whatever. You have to be prepared to stand on your own. If you feel like you're not in a situation that's serving you properly, you're not finding the correct people, the correct guy, you know, you have to be prepared to stand on your own, die alone, to find the perfect guy for you. Because there is no perfect man, there's no perfect girl. You want who's perfect for you. You know, I hear men, like some men just get mad like when women say stuff like they don't want to settle and all this stuff. I don't understand why men are mad that women have standards. You know what I mean? The amount of people that have said to me too, it's like, Esiri, your standards are too high, you're too picky. Listen, ain't nobody picky. For me, my standards are where it needs to be. You are not incomplete or inadequate without a man. Okay, I know society wants you to feel like you need a man by your side. No honey, you are not inadequate. A man is a bonus. It's not like he's not the real thing. I feel sad sometimes when I see all these guys on YouTube trying to tell women, well, you need to hurry up, bro, because you know you ain't getting younger. You know, high risk pregnancy. Like when you get to the age of, I guess, 35 and beyond, they say that's high risk pregnancy. Let me tell you something, baby. All this stuff about biological clock, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even hear it. I went to a picnic like 2 months ago, like with some church girls, my friend's church girls. One of the girls there was, I think she's 30 or 31, still single, and you know, she was starting to feel a bit down, like, you know, kids, we should be able to have it. I had to tell my good sis, and I don't even know her from anywhere, you need to relax, because first of all, if we trust God with our lives, God will see us through. If it's God's will for us to find that man and you've put it in prayer, God will come through. You don't need to be worrying about, will I be able to have kids? Or this is the same God that allowed Sarah in the Bible to have a child. And how old was she? I think she was in her 90s. Some people might say stuff like, that doesn't happen now. God can't do something like that now. Baby, God doesn't change. I don't know about you, don't know what you heard, but God does not change. There are so many things society wants us women to worry about. We need to hurry up. Time is ticking. Time is not ticking. You know, that guy at church said to me, you know, you're not getting any younger. You know, and I had to be like, don't tell me time is ticking, because in the back of my mind now, you're almost making me feel like I need to rush. I need to rush. Because I don't need to rush. I don't need somebody. It would be great to have someone. I think I would benefit from that. I feel like two people should be bringing each other up. You know, the Bible says two is better than one. But I don't need anybody to rush my life. I don't. And I'm 26, not 54. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You can be single with purpose. And one thing I'm really learning is that a lot of us girls, you know, me included, we need self-love. You need to love yourself so much that you realize I'm not for everybody. Everybody is not entitled to me. They're just not. Do you know what I mean? And you need to be comfortable with the fact that not everybody, like, I'm not for everybody. People want to say stuff like, you're not for the streets, but I'm not even talking about like being for the streets. It means like I'm not for everyone. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, because I'm not. And when you love yourself so much, you just realize you just don't entertain certain people. You know, God forbid I get to the point in my life where I feel like, oh, I'm getting older, I just want kids, let me just manage this guy. Ain't nobody managing a husband. Am I dumb? You think Jesus died for me to come and be managing husbands? Let me just manage this guy. He's not the best. You know what I'm saying? He's not the best. He doesn't treat me the best. He treats me alright, but you know, I'll manage him. Ain't nobody managing. I want God's best for me, not what people think is best for me, not what society says is best for me. I want what God's best for me is. Society always likes to tell women what they should be doing. You know, what they should be doing. You know, you've graduated now, you should be thinking about marriage. I don't need to be thinking about anything. You know, there was a youth pastor once, I think a year or two ago. He asked me about marriage, like, you know, what's going on with that, whatever. I think this was 2 years maybe after I graduated or something. And I was like, I don't think I'm ready for marriage, lol. Then he was like, you better start getting ready. Like, you better start getting. I was like, baby, I don't need to be getting ready for anything. Like, people are saying it like it's like a thing, you better. No, never that. And this guy isn't even like, we can't even say he's like part of the old generation. He's in his 20s and he's talking like that. I think maybe people from a certain part of the world too, like Africans, stuff like that, that's how they feel like. They feel like every woman wants a child, you know, every woman wants to get married, or everybody should get married, you know. And for me, I think I'm tired of people telling me what I should be doing at what stage of life I'm in. You know, sometimes you see people getting engaged who are my age or younger, or they have a child, or they're getting married, and it's like, wow, I'm nowhere near that, you know. And it's easy to feel behind, or it's easy to compare yourself. We don't need to compare ourselves, because we are just different. That's why they are them, and that's why I am me. Going back to all these weird male podcast people on YouTube telling people what they women, you know, about relationships and all this stuff. There's some nice guys that I watch, and they're like, they give good relationship advice, and you can tell they have women's genuine interest. But then you have the ones who just make women feel pressured and make women feel like they're a ticking time bomb. And it's like, you know, hurry up, hurry up. It's like, society is so sexist. Like, we low-key act like a woman's worth is just in her ability to have a child. So if a woman does not have a child, does that mean she's less valuable? there's women who will insult other women if they don't have a child. Like, they'll be like, you're not even married, or like, you don't even have kids, like, and they use it as an insult. Even the way we talk, like, about women sometimes, like, they be like, okay, but you're single, like, you'll die alone. Like, it's the worst thing in the world to die alone. Like, abusive relationship, dying alone. You know what I mean? Now, healthy relationship, dying alone. Of course, you know, you want the healthy relationship. But like, people are acting like all these people in relationships are in healthy relationships. And that is the funniest thing to me. And you should be desiring to be in a healthy relationship, not just to be in a relationship. And I think as human beings too, we just need to stop feeling like we need a second person to feel adequate or valuable or secure. Because guess what, even from like a Christian point of view, I was like, listen, if I never get married, God is still good. It breaks my heart sometimes when I see all these male podcasters on the internet making women just feel like ticking time bombs, bruh. Like, all this stuff about high risk pregnancy, and it's crazy because people act like there's not women in their 40s who are having healthy babies. People really want to act like if you have a child and you're in your 40s, the child just has problems, as if there's not children who were born to teenage mothers or women in their 20s who don't have issues. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just be realistic on both sides. Yeah, is it probably better to have a child younger? Yeah, because your body is just different. Let's stop putting fear in women to make them feel like now they've just got to start procreating with anybody, because that already causes and has caused an issue in it of itself. When you start operating from desperation, from, you know, the quickness of it all, the I need to hurry, I need to, time is going, time is running out. When you start operating from that standpoint, you're gonna end up settling. Think about every decision you made in life where you were desperate. Did you make the right decision? Think about it. What, did you really make the right decision? You probably didn't. I don't want that for the girlies. I don't allow male podcasters online make you feel less valuable. Don't let people who are not God make you feel like a ticking time bomb. You are not a ticking time bomb, and as a woman, your value should not be reduced into wedding ring or not, baby or not. That's not what your value rests upon. You are valuable because Jesus died for you on the cross. Ooh, ooh, we preaching. No. That's what actually makes you valuable. I'm trying to look into more about, you know, my identity in Christ, how God sees me. I feel like one of our prayers should be, God, help me to see myself the way you see me. You know, then we'll realize that we are somebody of value. And people who are like all these riffraff guys online who call themselves podcasters, you know, we won't feel like they get to determine this or determine that. Yeah guys, that's kind of the end of the video. I still need to finish the hair. I'm kind of starting to like the dress. Yeah, hopefully this video was not too chaotic. You know, I didn't have time to set up, you know, the lights and, you know, the audio with the mic. I'm just, you know, this is just really raw, just because I really wanted to get this out, you know, because I don't want to lose the like the vibe. But yeah, that is the look for today. Save that to my draft. But yeah guys, it is so hot. Oh my goodness, I'm ready with like 20 minutes to spare. I was gonna get my girl a card, a congratulations card, but ain't nobody got time, bro. Ain't nobody got time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you thought it was informative. Again, sorry for it being a bit all over the place, but I think what I had to say was very important. Subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you when I next upload. Bye.